Good morning everyone. It is the 3rd of January today and it's currently 10:20 and I'm actually hopefully going to get to do some writing stuff today, so that's kind of why I decided to pick up this vlog. This year I'm going to be doing monthly writing vlogs. So obviously this is my January writing vlog, so yeah, you'll get to see my progress throughout the month. And today I kind of have plans to do a bit of work on AR. Yesterday I actually did a lot of filming and editing. I managed to edit 2 whole videos and I've started on 2 as well. I basically I just did my route edit. It's kind of like what I do is I have my videos and everything I need. I basically put my video and everything for the video into a project on Lightworks, and then I kind of put the video into the timeline and I do the visual edits and the sound edits, and then obviously add in the intro and outro. That is what I call the route edit, or what I'm calling the route edit now, so that I can build off of that. So, plan for today is I've already exported those 2 videos that I've fully edited. I just need to upload them, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So the plan for today is to, well, I've already put I haven't put my current bed sheets in the wash. They actually do need to go in the wash, that's why I haven't made my bed yet today. But my new sheets are actually currently in the wash, and I do actually need to go check on them. And so when I take these sheets off, I have no clue what I'm going to do with the stuff on top of it. Yeah, I basically need to sort my bedding out because it doesn't match my room, and I just want it to match my room. I'll probably have it on the grey side. It's more like it's going to go on the grey. Right, okay, so I haven't done anything at all yet and it's 11:20. But for the last hour I've just been doing a load of housey bits, just the laundry, and I fed my cat, went and got a package out of our safe place, and obviously I stripped my bed. You may have seen this a few times if you're a long time viewer, but if you're new to my channel then you might not have. But I tend to change my bed sheets about, I want to say, maybe once every 5 weeks. And I'm now actually going to put this on. Okay, so I have now made my bed and got my new sheets on, and I now think it's lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock and I've done no work yet today, so I'm going to have an early lunch and then I will get to work. It's now 1:20 and what happened to my phone? Oh, it's there. Just pop that up on my stand so I don't forget it. So I've had lunch, wasn't really that hungry. I think I watched 2 episodes of Friends actually. Yeah, 2 sounds about right for the time that I was downstairs. And I'm now actually going to get to work. I have a few things to do, and I think I'm going to get... Oh, before I do any work, I do have kind of 10 minutes left of my lunch break, so I'm going to go ahead and sort out my music practice tracker. It is now 1:10 and I now have a printed copy of a tracking sheet. So the original plan was to do like a tracking sheet like I do for my writing. However, I had a little think about it, and I actually decided to do like a logbook type thing instead, because we use these type of things for rehearsals at college or things like that, like practicing. And so I thought I would kind of like make my own, and it basically just has session number, time started, time ended, songs played. I don't even know if I'm pointing to the right one. Yes, I am. What else was achieved in this session, and then an evaluation. Now that I've done that, I can take that off in here actually, and then I think I'm probably going to get to work on AR. Okay, so I'm struggling. AR is proving to be a bit difficult to outline at the moment, so I think the plan is to just kind of not... Obviously I've tried, but I think it's just not worth it today. I think I'm going to work on the definition of love, and I think last place I got to with the second draft was in the middle of a chapter, so I'd really like to finish that chapter and get that done and out of the way. And I also really need to have a look at the chapter checklist for a funny kind of love, because I don't know if I've completed it or not, and I really don't know if I've printed it off yet either. Let's have a quick look actually. Okay, I do not have part 4 on there. I need to go ahead and do that then. I kind of feel like I want to start writing it. And I never really write books out of the blue, but that would mean that when I do get back to AR, it will probably be April. And hopefully that NaNoWriMo session will allow me to finish the outline. I think I'm just going to leave AR for the time being and just kind of put it to one side. It's stressing me out too much. So, yeah, I think I might start working on a funny kind of love. But first, I am going to finish that chapter I was on about with the definition of love and the second draft. Okay, so I know I've used this angle a lot, but it's honestly just the easiest. And it is now about 5 to 3, and I'm actually really nervous that I've made the decision to start writing a funny kind of love today, because obviously it's not actually on my monthly goals. I might have to adjust it slightly. It's really nerve-wracking because, you know, it was a bit of a wild decision. I definitely didn't think I'd be making this decision today, but because of the troubles I've had with AR, I want to put it to the side and just kind of forget about it a little bit. So when I go back to it, I'll go back to it with fresh eyes so I can see where I'm going wrong. morning everyone. So it is actually just the morning, it's 2 minutes until 12 and I have kind of just spent the morning just doing a lot of just little bits that I've kind of needed to do. I say little bits I've needed to do. I showered, I probably got quite a few things done on my to-do list. I've uploaded my videos for the weekend. I think I just need to do the promotionals now. However, my bed is looking a little messy. I just kind of want to tidy it up a little bit. But today, the plan is, or this afternoon rather, because I have work this evening, I'm basically just gonna write this afternoon. I'm probably gonna write on my bed. My sister is actually out of the house. And I'm just going to put my guitar away, and then this afternoon I'll be writing. Oh, and I never updated you with my word count yesterday, so I'm going to do that now very quickly. So overall, I did 3 writing sessions yesterday. One from 3 till 4, one from 4:45 to 5:30, and then another from 6:15 to 7. So overall I did 2.5 hours, and I wrote, and my overall word count was 2,813. I'm pretty proud of that actually. It's really, really weird actually writing this book. But it's really confusing me because I have no clue. I'm torn between the definition of love and a funny kind of love because I love them both equally, if that's even possible. It's like having children and I can't pick between the two whether to work on the second draft of the definition of love or a funny kind of love. I do think I should work on the second draft at some point. I might have to do that Sunday, but that means I've got a lot to do on Sunday because I've got to edit 2 like massive long videos. Guys, I've got a lot to do and very little time to do it in. So I'm going to go grab some lunch. That's my solution, food. Okay, so I have just spent the last half an hour doing chores. I unloaded the dishwasher. I've done the dishwasher because I put it on this morning. I've also done a load of laundry. It's now 2:10. I am actually really torn between the definition of love and a funny kind of love because while I really want to work on the second draft of the definition of love, I also really want to work on a funny kind of love. I feel like I'd be better off doing some work on the definition of love. Good evening everyone, it is Saturday the 5th and I have not done any work at all today, and the reason for that is because this afternoon I actually went on a date with my boyfriend and I had a really good time, as you might be able to tell in the background, because we did go into Primark. Well, I went into Primark and he followed me and we also went into Superdrug and he followed me in there. Yeah, that was weird because the funny thing is that he told me that after all the shopping we did, we went into Primark first, and then we went to the cinema. We watched The Grinch, which was really good. I've never actually watched that before. I've never watched a Grinch movie at all in my life. That was the first time. People are probably screaming at me right now because of that. Sorry, I've never really made the time to watch films, but I've definitely made a lot more time now that I'm with my boyfriend. I think it's just one of those things where things do change when you get into a relationship. And then we went into Superdrug after the film, and oh my god, I believe my boyfriend when he says this, but apparently when I was going to pay both in Primark and Superdrug, I think they were both women. Yeah, both of the women kept looking at my boyfriend as if to say, you should be paying. And I'm sorry, but between me and my boyfriend, I actually have a job. He doesn't. I actually get an income, whereas he doesn't. So it makes sense for me to pay, and I don't know why it's so stereotypical. The man pays. I just don't get it. If it makes more sense that if I earn more money, then I pay for my items. Like, what's wrong with, like, everything is just wrong with that situation. And casualty starts in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry up. You might be able to see I have a few stuff behind me from the shops that we went into. The first things, actually, though, I got some new razors. These weren't today, by the way, because, yeah, these were from Home Bargains. And then, obviously, my very important B complex tablets, because if you didn't know, I am deficient in, basically have a B12 deficiency, and these do really help because I don't actually, my stomach doesn't like absorbing B12 from food, so yeah, I take tablets instead. Primark, so that kind of failed. First thing is just a plain grey stretch vest, £2.50. I then got this very short like forest green top, and I have tried this on and it's very short. This top, I've tried everything on, by the way, that's why this one is inside out, and this is just a burgundy top. It matches my dress. Yes, I'm obsessed with the colour burgundy, hence these gloves. I showed these in my Scotland haul, by the way, they're from Primark as well, and it was £4, which I thought was actually, was it? Yeah, pretty good actually. I got a coat, which I kind of made the mistake of showing my sister because she has like exactly the same coat. This was £20 and it's in a size 10 to 12. And so yeah, it's nice and fluffy on the inside. It's not waterproof. I definitely have to wear a waterproof jacket over it, coat, you know what I mean. And yeah, it's just so fluffy, and I really hope this isn't real fur. I don't think it is. One thing I wanted to quickly talk about before I go and watch Casualty is my kind of like multiple project thing. So, I know I started writing A Funny Kind of Love a couple days ago, but I honestly do not feel in the right headspace to write that because I'm so focused on the second draft of The Definition of Love that I just really want to focus on one project. I've definitely experimented this month with multiple projects, and it's been a bit of a trial and error type thing, but I think I am just going to stick to the one project so I can get that done and get ready for beta readers, because I really need to move on to that stage, because I would like to give to beta reader, not physically give it, but I would like to be sending it to betas in April, so that should be interesting, and it'll be a 10 to 12 week process. I will talk about it a bit more soon, but as for now, I'm going to go and turn on my TV so I can watch Casualty. Good afternoon everyone, it is 1:15, it's Monday the 7th of January, obviously January vlog, and I have just finished lunch. I didn't actually vlog anything yesterday because it was Sunday, and you know, I don't really want to be vlogging that much on weekends, so that's kind of why. And plus, I wasn't really doing much work on any of my books or anything like that. And I was also, did I say that I was also editing videos for this weekend coming up, and they are all done, so I'm really happy with that, and I think they are pretty much ready to go. I think yeah, I have already exported them as well. And I am now just tidying up because in 15 minutes I am actually going to get to work. It's now about 20 past 2 and I don't know if I said this, I think I did. I have a doctor's, I remember saying this, I have a doctor's appointment in like an hour, and then I have work, and I actually need to change out of this top. I put a different top on, and yeah, I have just finished working for the day, I guess. I worked for an hour and I managed, I think when I started I was halfway through chapter 30, I believe, and I have now done about 2 chapters because I am now halfway through chapter 32, and I've kind of figured out that there will be 34 chapters in the first part. There was originally 25, no, not 25. In the original outline, it was originally 6 chapters, and then another 25 in another 25 in part 2, and I merged them together and became 31, and now I'm adding in more chapters. I think it's going to end up being about 34, 36 chapters, which is a lot of chapters, and I've got a long way to go, but I am very near the end of part 1. I will be finishing part 1 this month, and if I work really hard on the second draft as well, I will probably finish part 2 as well, which is very, very exciting. Good morning everyone, it is the 11th of January, if I remember rightly. Yes, it's Friday the 11th of January. It's currently about 20 to 11, and I guess I just kind of wanted to come on here and just kind of update you what's happened, because you may have noticed that a few things have changed on my channel. One being the fact that I am no longer with my boyfriend, so my thumbnails are going to be looking a little bit different because he used to do my thumbnails for me, and I guess I don't really want to go into like details of what happened. All I'm gonna say is that I'm actually so relieved. I'm so relieved to just be out of the relationship and have so much free time back to myself, and just I'm generally saving money. Like, I see a lot of positives in this breakup. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like the main thing I came on here to talk to you about. So yeah, I haven't vlogged in a few days simply because I've been at college, and my god, since I started college, my bin started overflowing and my recycling got really bad. It was just piling up outside of my bag that I keep all my recycling in the corner back there. It got so bad, and I'm just like, all of the clutter around me in my bedroom is making me feel so stressed that is what I'll be doing today. Last night I actually decluttered a load of stuff, and it is all in this bag here. It's quite heavy actually, because I've gotten rid of quite a few makeup products as well. I think most of them I'll just end up chucking in the bin, to be fair. The makeup anyway, but then there is other stuff in there that can be reused or sold on Facebook, so I'm gonna let my mum deal with that. I'm gonna be taking that down in a minute. I do have my junk drawer to go through, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today because I still need to sort my thumbnails out. I need to basically just blitz clean my desk area because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I work at my desk so much that some of it is just really like unnecessary and doesn't need to be there. It just needs a big tidy. It just needs a really good tidy. And I also, guys, I have so many pens, and I will show you when I declutter my pens because that is what I am going to do today. And maybe get the Hoover in. I just really need to tidy my desk area because it currently looks a bit like this. Do you see this? And look at this. Some of this needs to go, and these shoes around here, I really badly need to sort them out. So yeah, I just really need to sort out my pens and my desk. Yes, this is a pile of all of my pens. I just really badly need to sort them out. And I think how I'm going to do it is I'm going to organise them into coloured pens, as in like gel pens and things like that. I'm going to like separate the, what are they called, like pens. I'm going to separate these kind of pens, biros, whatever you want to call them, from the gel pens. So, and then I'm going to go through and declutter a load so that I don't even use. So I have sorted through my pens and I put them into separate piles of like the type of pens they are. I have already chucked a few in the bin, and that is because they had either exploded or just were rubbish basically. And now I'm going to go through all of these piles and basically get rid of a load. I have a load of like these like style pens, and I'm probably just gonna get rid of a load and keep my college ones, and then I'm pretty sure most of these I'll be chucking as well. I'm probably keep like a couple of these to hand. I've got Bic pens there. I've got these glow pens here. I've then got some fine liners. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep these or not, but then these pens are the ones that appear a lot more black. They're not like the average biro type thing. I really don't know how to describe pens, but I'm trying. And then obviously I've got all of my zebra grip pens as well. I've got a lot of these, and I'm probably going to end up keeping all of these. I then have pencils, both coloured and just not coloured. I'm probably going to keep like I'm probably going to keep both of the like normal pencils and then get rid of the coloured ones because I don't use them. Friction pens, that I've got some nice pens. I think this one here is blue and this one's black. I then have these coloured pens. I don't think I'll be keeping these because I have other coloured pens. I've got permanent markers, which I'm going to keep, highlighters, which I'm also going to keep, and then a load of these kind of like gel pens and those style coloured pens, which I'm probably going to get rid of some, but I'm also going to keep some. So I think I've managed to get rid of a fuck ton of pens, because I'm now looking at my collection and it looks a lot smaller. It still looks like a lot, but it looks a lot smaller than it was. So here we go. I'm obviously not getting rid of any of these zebra grip pens. I got rid of a load of these style pens, and then this is all random. I got rid of a few of these pens. I've now got 6 here, I think. I got rid of the brown because I never used that. Why have I still got the red? That's my question, because I do not use the red. And I feel like I do not use this one either. I'm going to get rid of those and just keep these. But this is a lot less pens than I had before. I've kept 2 of my 2 normal pencils. Kept these. I've obviously kept my Bic pens, and I decided to just keep the green glow pens. The friction pens, obviously, my nice pens. And I decided to keep all 3 of the Papermate, what are they? Of the paper, I decided to keep all 3 of my Papermate Inkjoy pens. So there you go. And then I also kept my college pens as well, because I get a lot of pens from college, like my actual college, which obviously I'm not going to show you, and I hope you can't see. Because I got rid of so many pens, I now have a pencil case and a pot, all free of pens. So I've obviously gotten rid of quite a lot and decluttered quite a lot, and they all fit into one pencil case, because I always keep a pencil case on me for college. And they also fit into these pots. This one is highlighters, permanent markers, all of my gel pens. I've also then got my nice pens and my friction pens in here. And then in my Thought Park mug, I have a ruler, which I found in my junk drawer, because yes, I have a junk drawer. And I then also have all of my zebra grip pens. What are these? More gel pens, Bic pens, and also the Papermate Inkjoy pens. And yeah, I'm now going to do under my desk, and then it'll be lunchtime, and then this afternoon I'm just going to be doing music. So I think I'm going to end today here, and I will see you some other time. I will probably end up seeing you tomorrow, because I'm hoping to get some writing done. Or, I say writing, I mean revising. Good morning, everyone. So it is the 12th. It is Saturday the 12th of January. Obviously, now that me and my boyfriend are no longer together, I get a lot of free time now, which obviously, when I was talking about it the other day, actually I think it might have been yesterday, when I was talking about it, I did say I see a lot of the positives in the breakup. We ended on good terms, which is like a good thing, obviously, because obviously I wish him the best. He probably wishes me the best. It's just one of those things that just wasn't right. It also gives me a lot of time to focus on myself, which is what I've wanted to do for a really long time. And so, yeah, that is obviously going to be the plan today. Put my chair up. I think I've probably worn this outfit in this vlog before, but do I care? No. Okay, so it is currently about 10:30. Last night, or yesterday, what I had planned for today was to wake up at 7 and start working at 9. What actually happened? I I set an alarm for 7 and I was so tired that I just turned my alarm off and went back to sleep. And I then woke up at like 8:30. It's now 10:30 and I'm just about to get to work. So I'm probably going to be working until 7 tonight, in all fairness. Obviously I'm dressed. I haven't actually done any makeup because I normally do my brows, but I was like, nah, I just cannot be bothered. Plus I didn't want to put anything on my face because I've got another sty on my eye. On my right eye. I keep getting them on my right eye. It's currently 10:30 and I think this morning I'm probably gonna do a bunch of video and YouTube stuff because I have 2 videos I need to start editing for next weekend because obviously I'm doing Saturdays and Sundays. I also need to start planning my videos for March because I've decided that I'm gonna do Music March. So all of my videos in March will be heavily music based. And then, as I said, I'm going to basically be doing a load of YouTube stuff this morning, and then I think I'm probably going to get some lunch at like 12:30 to 1:30. And then this afternoon I will be working on the definition of love and trying, hopefully, fingers crossed, trying to get part 1 done, because once I get that done and out of the way, I will feel so good. I then have 3 other parts to do. Okay, so it is now about 25 to 2. I finished all of my YouTube stuff at like 20 past 12. So I've kind of had a fair lunch break, but it's now time to get back to work. The first thing you need to do is promote today's video. I better do that actually, because my video went up at 12 PM. It's now 2 o'clock and I have kind of started writing. Well, I say writing. I've started revising already. Just because I was just going through stuff, kind of reading where I last left off. I'm adding in some like flashbacks, some like memories of Colton's. So they're adding in chapters, and I think part 1's going to end up with 35 chapters. I think I've got, I'm adding in a flashback / memory now of Colton's last birthday with his parents, around 24th of April 2007, and I believe there was a part in chapter 32, I think, where it's something about a birthday, so I'm going to try and add that in if I can find that. Okay, so I know I've used this angle like way too many times, but it's currently 5 to 3, and I have just finished part 1, and I have to say it's a lot longer than the other one. I think this part 1, the second draft, is now 34 chapters, and it was originally 31. But anyway, I think I'm probably going to take a half an hour break now, and then I'm probably going to start on part 2, which I'm very happy with, and I hope I can finish this month. It's been about an hour since I stopped working on the definition of love, and the reason for that is because I did take like a 20-minute break, And then I realised that I kind of had an assignment I needed to finish for college, so I went ahead and did that. I really don't think I can do any more to it. It's basically just this marketing report slash marketing and promotion report that I've had to do for like a big festival slash tour, and I actually chose Warped Tour, and so did someone else on my course. So because I've now finished part 1, I am going to move on to part 2 like today. Part 2 is how many chapters? 36 chapters. So I won't be adding any of the flashbacks in as separate chapters. However, I do think they will be more like nightmares that I insert. But yeah, because part 2 has 36 chapters, I'm going to get started and see if I can get the first 3 done today. It is now about 20 to 6 and I've decided to wrap up my work for the day. I don't think I'm going to do any more work today, in all honesty, because it's getting to the point where my eyes are heavy because I'm tired, and I think I've done quite a bit today. I've done a lot of YouTube stuff, which I kind of need to do more of today because I want to sort this vlog out and see how much footage I've already got. Because if I have more than 2 hours already, then I might have to go and edit that at some point. My plan was to get 3 chapters of the definition of love revised and into my second draft, and I think I probably did about 4 or 5. I think it's probably been about 5, and I think this morning I was on like 38,000 words or something like that, and now I'm on about 43,000 words. Some of that I did copy and paste from my first draft because it was okay. I didn't really need to do much with it because second draft is meant to be like big picture stuff, and I feel like I don't really need to do that much, in all honesty. I'm just trying to add in like description. Good evening everyone. So it is the 13th of January. It is Sunday and I feel really nostalgic. I think that's the right word. Anyway, I keep getting all of the feels because a year ago today I created and came up with the definition of love, and I think it must have been the very first day I did as well, because that was when I created the brain dump document. And honestly, I keep thinking about how in love with my characters I am, how much I love the book, and honestly it's been such an experience. I kind of feel like crying because it's been a year since this book became an idea. It's just really emotional for me because obviously the book has a very deep, strong meaning behind it, and I'm hoping that it will one day, when it's published, have a positive message to people to reach out, because the whole book focuses a lot on mental health, and it's one of those things that I really want to raise awareness for. And this book, honestly, I'm really into it. I've been with these characters for what, a year? I've had these ideas for a year, and it just feels so weird. I've gone through so much with this book. I sound like I'm doing like some sort of speech, but honestly, I have worked my butt off for this book. I've put myself through a lot of, I wouldn't say stress, I've put myself through a lot of isolation for this book in this year that I've had the idea and I've dumped all of my ideas into one document. I've pre-outlined, I've outlined, I've written the first draft and I'm now on the second draft, and it's honestly so worth it. I cannot wait for people to read it. I am powering through the second draft. It's probably because I'm mostly like copying and pasting now, because it's gotten to the point where I feel comfortable that I don't have to actually change some of the wording because it sounds okay. But I think when I like comb through it and do this third draft for beta readers and get the whole thing ready for beta readers, I will be reading it out loud, which is scary as fuck. So yeah, this book has been through a lot. I've come so far with this book and it's doing me wonders. Like, it's doing me really good. It's doing a lot for me and it's making me really happy. I honestly, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this feels so right. And you know what? I feel, most of the time I feel exactly the same way about my music. I feel like I've just been abandoning it a little recently, but honestly I'm so happy at the moment. Good evening everyone. So it is Wednesday the 16th of January and I can't actually remember the last time I vlogged. I do know I already have quite a lot of footage for this month's video, but this evening it is about 8:20 and in all honesty I do want to go to bed in about an hour. So I am going to write for an hour. When I say write, I mean write, because I have had this short story, kind of like I've been working on it just as of when I feel like it, and it's just, I really want to try and finish it this month because that would be ideal, and I think it's probably going to end up being about over 5,000 words. The current working title is Heatwave. It's probably not going to stay like that. And the thing with short stories is that this is the first kind of like major short story that I'm writing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm just going to write it, see how it goes, and then if I decide that I want to do like a short story collection, which I doubt I'll ever do because I will probably never have enough ideas for that. I think it's just going to be for me, and kind of like maybe I think it'd probably be a bit too long to submit, but maybe it'd be something that I'd share with friends. Okay, so it is Saturday the 19th of January. I can't actually remember the last time I picked up my camera and vlogged, but that's just because I've kind of just been busying myself with a lot of my writing stuff, mainly, and just a lot of YouTube stuff as well. Bit of a writing update before I carry on. Before I do this like clip of the video, which I will show you in a minute and talk about in a minute. Quick writing update. So I am doing really well with my revisions for the definition of love. Things are going really well. I'm currently on I've just finished, I'm up to chapter 14, so I'm up to chapter 15 if you want to be like specific, because I haven't actually done chapter 15 yet. And so I'm on track. I will be doing chapter 15 tonight, because I still have a couple of things I actually need to do on my to-do list, but the majority of it I got done this morning. Today I went out, like this afternoon I went out for a little bit and came back with a few things. I only needed trousers because I actually ordered some online and they did not fit me. They were too big, so I had to actually go into an Asda store. Went for trousers ended up getting more than trousers. As you can imagine, I have like 5 items, and that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna like get through these. So obviously we've got trousers. How do these work? Where's the front? Trousers. These are just tapered like skinny trousers. By the way, I need trousers for work. That's why I've got them. These were only £6 as well, by the way. And then, makeup or candles first? Okay, makeup first. But this is just the Revolution, the Sofx Revolution, like the collaboration. This is just the syrup one. You know, just this brown sort of thing. And obviously then the Revolution Reloaded palette. This is actually called Affection. I'm actually going to try and open this. So I thought that this palette would be like really useful. I'll actually just open it actually. My god, these colours are beautiful. Can you see this? Like, I thought there was like a good range of pink as well, because obviously Valentine's Day is coming up and I expect I will want to do some sort of pink look. There are there are 2 whites in here, but I can't actually tell the difference between the 2, but they are. This palette is just so pretty. So, candles. I haven't actually showed you the candles because yes, my sister did put me on a candle ban, but then broke the ban and obviously bought some candles because they were bloody cheap. It smells so good. This first one is the George Home Scented Votive, and this is Spiced Berries. I don't know what it is, but I really like berry scented candles. I do have like a spicy orange one. I might have a spicy apple one. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just apple. Oh yes, I do. I do have a spiced apple one. Oh, also from George Home. Oops. That's probably why I like this one so much. And then you may think that this would cost like a £10 because it's a Yankee candle. I don't actually know how much they actually usually are, but this was only £4. Like honestly, £4 for a bloody Yankee candle. That is how many hours? It doesn't actually say how many hours it is. Usually candles do, but this is the Candy Cane Forest one. I do have a little votive of this, admittedly, yes I do, but I was just like, smelling it is just heavenly. Oh my god. Okay, so good afternoon everyone. It is, what is the date today? I think it's actually the 21st, and I am actually just going to pop all of these extra bits in my shower caddy type thing. I mainly just wanted to like come on here and talk about the vlog because it's already 53 minutes long. I apologise that this vlog is so long, which is why I actually came on here to like wrap everything up. So with the definition of love, I have gotten up to chapter 22, I believe. So it is currently 1:05 and today has just been really slow. Mondays generally tend to be my relaxing days because I shower, I prep my lunches for the week. I just don't really do a lot of work on Mondays. I find that I'm busy with a lot of other things and work as well. On the subject of work, I have new trousers for work, and yes, I decided to put them on early on because there's just absolutely no point putting jeans on, just put trousers on, so I got my trousers on already. So yeah, I've done my writing update. I'm on chapter 22, and I think I'm probably going to do another vlog probably this weekend. I've also started reading She's Not Here by Mandy Lynn, and I'm already loving it. And I am on page 68. But I think that is pretty much everything for this month's vlog. I know I've got a lot of footage. I know it's really long. I might try cutting it down a bit more. We will see. So I will see you
in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe down below and ding that bell to be notified every single time I upload. I usually upload Saturdays and Sundays. So thank you so much for watching. All of my social media links will be in the description and down below for you to go and check out. I'm most active on Instagram, or I try to be anyway. That is all. I will see you in the next video. Bye!